This video highlights an unforgettable moment from the CARIFTA Games. Witness the thrilling U17 girls 200-meter final as Jady Emmanuel of St. Lucia delivers a stunning run, takes on the powerful Jamaican squad, and proves that a new sprint star has arrived.
Tyra Fenton, the 400 champion for Antigua and Barbuda. This is a fine race video. It has the 400 champion and the 400 silver medalist, and the 100 champion and the 100 bronze medalist.
Athletes who train up and train down involved in this one. This is going to be a real cracker in the 200 meters.
Definitely will be a real cracker. Rihanna Scott, the Jamaican, in there as well, anchored her team to 4x100 gold last night. 23:03, the meet record set in 2002 by Anisha McLaughlin. Boy, she was good. There's the lineup: Michaela Grandison of Trinidad and Tobago, Daquana Howell of the Cayman Islands, Kezra Thomas, Bahamas, Rihanna Scott, Jamaica, Brian Ward, Bahamas, Jady Emmanuel, St. Lucia, Mackenzie Crabb of the British Virgin Islands, and Tyra Fenton of Antigua and Barbuda. Final of the under 17 girls 200 meters. Going through their paces, checking the blocks, ensuring they're comfortable, getting ready for one of the most important races of their young careers. Not seeing Michaela Grandison of Trinidad and Tobago, fifth in the 100 final, anchored them to 4x100 bronze. She doesn't take her place in this 200 final. Let's go through the lineup. Tyra Fenton in lane number 8. The 400 champion. Then in lane number 7, Mackenzie Crabb finished 6th in the 100 meters. Would love a better finish in the half lap. In lane number 6, Jady Emmanuel, she got the St. Lucian on the 18 record with the 11:50 in the 100 to take gold. She's chasing the 200 record as well and the gold medal. The 200 record is held by Naomi London. Brian Ward, bronze medal in the 100 meters. The Bahamian wants to be back in the medals here at 200. Rihanna Scott anchored Jamaica to 4x100 gold last night. Now she looks for her individual glory. Kezra Thomas of the Bahamas, twice a 400 silver medalist at the CARIFTA Games, including here where she was extremely disappointed. She was 4th in the 200 last year. Maybe this is the event she uses for redemption. And closing out the field in lane number 2, Daquana Howell of the Cayman Islands, 24:61 to get into the final. That's the lineup for the under 17 girls 400 meters. There is Fenton on the outside, bronze medalist in the 200 meters from last year, like she was in the 400 meters. At 400, she upgraded that bronze to gold with a personal best 53.93. I think she wasn't at full throttle in qualifying for the 200 final. That's the reason she's in lane number 8, having not won her semi. But now she'll have to leave it all on the track in the under 17 girls 200 final. Cayman Islands, Bahamas, Jamaica, St. Lucia, the British Virgin Islands, and Antigua and Barbuda all represented in this final. Sent on their way for the under 17 girls 200 final. Jady Emmanuel of St. Lucia has gone off to a brilliant start. Tyra Fenton on the outside in lane number 8, running well for Antigua and Barbuda. But it's Emmanuel who transitions down the stretch with a significant advantage. The 400 girls are coming, but they will not get back to Jady Emmanuel. Surely the clock stopped early. We'll get confirmation of the winning time. But Jady Emmanuel, St. Lucia's newest sprint star, wins the CARIFTA double in the under 17 category. It's 23:47. It is a St. Lucian under 18 record, another one for her, and they are jubilant.
Blue is the color here at the Hasely Crawford Stadium. They're celebrating, and also the blue of the Cayman Islands celebration for Bahamas, correction. There's also celebration for them as Keithford Thomas, I believe, has held on to take the silver medal.
Keithford Thomas second at 400 meters, where she battled with Tyra Fenton. She was battling with Tyra Fenton for the silver medal here, and she just edged her at 23:67. But what a performance from Jady Emmanuel. The curve was sensational. She absolutely won it from there. And although the quarter milers closed down the stretch, the race was done.
That's what you'd expect from the quarter milers, to come very hard late, but just unable to catch up. That's Tyra Fenton of Antigua and Barbuda, 23.68 for her.
Back-to-back bronze medals for her at 200 meters in the under 17 category. Adds that to her 400 gold medal. Here's another look at it. Look at Jady Emmanuel, stays really low through the first 20. You can see that she is well coached. Off the top bend, she presses the tempo, hits the straightaway, and is well clear of the rest of the field. She knows the quarter milers will come, and they did, but by this stage, she has a comfortable lead. She holds her form beautifully and wins the under 17 double. What a terrific effort. Naomi London won double silver for St. Lucia 2 years ago in the Bahamas in this under 17 category. But I must admit, I am so impressed with Jady Emmanuel. This looks like a sprinter for the future for me. Negative 0.4 meters per second, the wind speed. Jady Emmanuel, a St. Lucian under 18 record, 23.47. Keithford Thomas, silver at 400 meters, silver at 200 as well, 23.67. Tyra Fenton, the 400 champion, having to settle for bronze this time around at 23.68.
The girls under 17 200 meters final at the CARIFTA Games 2025 produced one of the most unforgettable and surprising moments in recent Caribbean athletics. Inside the legendary Hasely Crawford Stadium in Trinidad and Tobago, spectators witnessed a result that very few predicted. In an event traditionally dominated by Jamaican sprinting power, a young athlete from St. Lucia stepped forward and rewrote the narrative, delivering a performance that stunned the crowd and electrified the competition. At the heart of this remarkable story was 16-year-old Jady Emmanuel, a rising sprint talent who had already begun to attract attention earlier in the championships. Emmanuel arrived at the starting line not only as a contender, but as the newly crowned champion of the 100 meters. That victory had already established her as one of the brightest young stars at the meet, yet the challenge of the 200 meters was expected to be even tougher. The Jamaican squad, as always, arrived with deep talent and experience in sprint events, making them the heavy favorites for the final. However, Emmanuel carried herself with a calm confidence that suggested she was ready for something special. From the moment the athletes settled into their blocks, the atmosphere inside the stadium was electric. Caribbean sprinting fans understand the importance of the 200 meters, and expectations were high for a fast and dramatic race. When the starting gun fired, Emmanuel reacted instantly. Her start was explosive and precise, allowing her to accelerate quickly into the curve. The first few strides immediately signaled that she meant business. As the runners entered the bend, Emmanuel's technique became the defining feature of the race. She stayed low and relaxed, maintaining powerful yet controlled strides while gradually building speed. The curve is often the most decisive part of a 200-meter race, and on this occasion, it proved exactly that. Emmanuel attacked the bend with confidence, smoothly navigating the stagger while gaining visible ground on the competitors around her. By the time the athletes approached the transition into the home straight, the St. Lucian sprinter had already established a clear advantage. Behind her, the rest of the field was fighting fiercely to stay within reach. Several of the competitors were known for their strength in the final meters, particularly athletes with strong backgrounds in the 400 meters, who often rely on their endurance to close the gap late in the race. But Emmanuel's execution had been nearly flawless, and the margin she created coming out of the bend made it incredibly difficult for anyone to challenge her. As the runners powered down the home straight, the crowd realized they were witnessing something extraordinary. Emmanuel remained composed, maintaining her rhythm and resisting the pressure from the chasing pack. Her stride remained smooth and controlled as she pushed toward the finish line, refusing to let the moment overwhelm her. When she crossed the line, the clock stopped at 23.47 seconds. The result confirmed not only a victory, but a historic performance. Emmanuel had secured the gold medal in the 200 meters and completed an impressive sprint double after her earlier triumph in the 100 meters. In addition to the championship titles, her time also established a new St. Lucian under-18 national record, further cementing the significance of the moment. The battle for the remaining podium positions was also incredibly tight. Khusra Thomas of the Bahamas delivered a strong run to secure the silver medal, finishing with a time of 23.67 seconds. Close behind her was Tyra Fenton of Antigua and Barbuda, who continued her impressive CARIFTA campaign by claiming the bronze medal in 23.68 seconds. Fenton, already known for her success in the 400 meters, once again demonstrated her competitive resilience with a determined finish. Meanwhile, the Jamaican team, typically dominant in youth sprinting events, faced an unusually difficult final. Rihanna Scott, who had played a key role earlier in the championships by anchoring Jamaica's 4x100-meter relay team to victory, entered the race with strong expectations. Yet in this fiercely competitive final, she could only manage fifth place, highlighting just how remarkable Emmanuel's performance truly was. In the end, the race became far more than just another championship final. It was a moment that showcased the growing depth of talent across Caribbean athletics and proved that new sprinting powers are emerging within the region. For St. Lucia, Emmanuel's victory represented a historic achievement and a powerful statement about the nation's future in sprinting. For the fans inside Hasely Crawford Stadium, it was a race they will remember for years to come. A stunning upset, a brilliant young champion, and a reminder that in athletics, the next great star can emerge at any moment.